A weird, familiar model as 2024 presidential rematch between Joe Biden and Donald Trump will probably continue. The U.S. economy will be main problem for voters. With Trump's victory in New Hampshire Primary School on January 23, Trump now seems to be condemned to win the GOP candidacy and constitutes 2020. No need to say, this time there is abnormalities in it. Has to explain the worst inflation match. Each candidates are older than most voters. Nevertheless, fact that both men serve as presidents gives voters a clear record to judge each island.Our methodology has been the same for every president and allowed apples. You see in lists below to compare apples. 7 important metric have Biden 43 edges.Biden general business growth, manufacturing work, GDP growth and exports. In the best way to use Trump in the best way. Trump has won the stock market performance, real income growth and low inflation. If economy continues in the rest of 2024, as most economists expected, Biden will continue to follow these 43 advantages. The employment and GPD growth of GPD ruined statistics. Therefore, a comparison to the head supports Biden for the next 10 months, and if he makes stocks well, he can also defeat Trump for an edge of 52 in our 7 metric. But this is not whole story. Inflation has been Biden's biggest economic problem. Even though the price increase rate has returned to normal, it is clear that many voters still felt that they still feel rising and remaining there, as prices decreased. Food prices are very moderate. Consumers are gradually feeling better. COVID pandemi, even though it was finished, another joker card. Because Americans interpret their Biden and Trump economies, the stagnation has damaged the Trump economy. But warning created a strong healing and stock market explosion when leaving Trump. Trump should take a large stock rally to a large stock rally caused by the monetary alleviation of the Federal Reserve. Biden came to task while taking COVID recovery vapor of warning, which is a great reason for strong number of Biden's employment and GDP numbers. However, when combined with COVID-related deteriorations such as ruined supply chains and demand for goods, inflation since 1981, he pushed it to high levels. Should Biden get a loan for all these new works? And if you give Biden with a strong job growth, should you blame him for inflation? In other words, if Biden COVID was the president, the stagnation warning recovery cycle would probably be very similar to what Trump was supervised. And if a second period began in Trump 2021, he would probably encounter the same paradox as Bidendegree of high inflation. President candidates exaggerate their powers and sometimes voters believe in them. But the presidents do not do much to move the economy in one way or another. Of course, there is a significant difference between the policies that each candidate will follow. In November, he wants to confront him.